Members of the public have told us, oh, you remember that project that you are being told about, there is nothing on the ground. Sometimes we go there, we find the contractor running to the site.
Mkaguzi wa bajeti Margret Nyakango wiki hii alikamatwa na kuzuiwa katika kituo cha polisi kwenye kaunti ya Mombasa kutokana na malalamishi yanayohusu usimamizi wa fedha wa chama alichokuwa kikiendesha kabla ya kuwa mkaguzi wa bajeti mwaka wa 2016. Alishtakiwa pamoja na wenzake 10. Nyakango, ambaye amekuwa akitoa kauli kwamba serikali imekuwa ikifuja pesa za umma, kwa mfano,
we have seen a lot of foreign travel which is wasteful. MCAs who go in large groups to foreign countries, there is totally no accountability. They do not produce any reports on what they have learned from where they went, and such like things. We have seen distortion of car reimbursement. You find somebody bringing a 13-year-old car and saying they paid 4 million shillings. So, generally, looking at the way the requisitions are made, you can see a deliberate effort to defraud public funds.
Akizungumza katika kamiti ya mazungumzo ya kitaifa, alisema kwamba hazina kuu ya kitaifa iliongeza kiwango mara 3 cha mshahara wake kinyume na mshahara wake.
The exaggerations are in the national treasury, and let me just give one example. When I was doing the budget for consolidated fund services, this is where my salary is paid from. I found out that my salary was budgeted at 3 times what I'm paid. Wow. I am the only state officer in my institution. So there's nothing like confusion there. I'm all alone. So I asked them, why is the budget showing 3 times what my annual salary is?
Kiongozi wa upinzani Raila Odinga ameshtumu vikali na kukamatwa kwake na kusema kwamba Nyakango anaandamwa kutokana na msimamo wake.
Now, do they not have those records at that time? Why is it that now that the Royal Study have come up with this issue? So, this is basically just a witch hunt. They want to smear her name so that they get rid of her.
Viongozi wa Gusii pia wamesema kwamba serikali imekuwa ikiwaandama na kuwakandamiza jamii ya Gusii.
This is similar to what happened to Henry Rotich in the last regime. Pulled him out of the office, make it look so big, have him resign. After 5 years, people will forget, close the file. That is what is happening to Margret. And it's unfortunate it is happening in our government. Kwa sababu sisi tunajua rais hajui haya maneno, naibu wa rais hajui haya maneno, na sisi tutafuatilia kama jamii na hatutawacha yeyote, hatutawacha huyu mama asurutishwe kwa sababu ya haya maneno yanaendelea.
Your Excellency President William Ruto, the Abagusi, see, you know them and you understand them. This thing is annoying them, and this thing is going to make Abagusi hate you. Yeah, come and get me if I've broken the law, take me to court, that I understand. But don't take a lady who is protected by the Constitution and you are hounding her to court in Mombasa. We will talk about the issues, we will raise them. Madam Nyakango has been saying it. We are mismanaging our finances and we are mismanaging our country.
The president has got the interest of the Abagusi community, but we urge him to come forward and stop this because our community is actually being targeted.
Hata hivyo, viongozi serikalini wakiongozwa na Silvana Sosoro pamoja na Kimani Ichung'wah wameitetea serikali kutokana na kauli ya Nyakango na kusema kwamba kila mtu ataubeba msalaba wake mwenyewe.
Thank God, Honorable Speaker, that today we are not speaking about Margret Nyakango being forced by anybody in government to make withdrawals from the exchequer or to approve payments that she thinks should not be approved We are talking about impropriety on the person of Margret Nyakango before she came into office as the controller of budget. Nothing to touch on her conduct in office.
And at no given time did the control of budget raise that issue until it came in the budget making process and the audit and in the National Assembly. Had she talked about it immediately, even after elections, and raised it without casting aspersions and blame games and stuff like that, and finding some scapegoats, then I think we would have looked at her differently.
Whatever is happening is not any doing of the president. Whatever is happening, and if you have noticed, and I've told my colleagues, anytime something is being cooked by those people who think they have the powers around our party leader, around the president, they always wait for him to leave the country.
Kesi hiyo ya Nyakango itasikizwa tena tarehe 13 Disemba mwaka huu.